If you're a big swim team and you like to order a lot of gear, maybe you ought to check out Swim Outlet Team Division for these reasons. Swim teams receive a 10% discount on bulk orders. Swim teams or organizations get an 8% commission on referred sales. You'll also like their customization services, which is affordable and available at all times during the year for all team gear. With over 50,000 items in stock, you can get most anything you want. Swim Outlet Team Division. You need to try it out. You'll be glad you did.
This is the Morning Swim Show for Friday, April 5th, 2013. I'm your host, Jeff Cummings. The Tennessee women's team finished third at the NCAA Division I Swimming and Diving Championships a couple weeks ago, with just about every swimmer contributing big points for the Volunteers. Freshman Faith Johnson was one of them, and she joins us now in the Fidesz Monitor from Knoxville, Tennessee. Faith, it's great to see you. How are you today?
I'm good. Thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great. So congratulations on getting third in NCAAs. I would imagine you guys are still celebrating there.
Yeah, we are. It's been pretty incredible to be a part of this, and now we're starting to get back into it again with training for this summer and long course, so we're back at it.
Did you have any kind of a break?
We had about a week off, so that was nice. But we had our break right after NCAAs.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, most swimmers don't get to be able to have the luxury of spring break because the NCAA usually falls in there. So it's good that you were able to have that. So that's good. Really a good chance to kind of clear your head.
Yeah, it was great. I got to go back home again and just relax. So I really enjoyed it.
So where is the team trophy now?
It's actually right up here on our coach's, I guess, mantle or whatever. I don't know what that is, but his cabinet, so it hasn't really gone anywhere yet. But
well, this is what I kind of would suggest. I think the Stanley Cup people do this, is like every player gets to have the trophy in their home for a day. So I think you guys should rotate it, just kind of get the feel of what it's like to have that.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Actually, I might suggest that to him later.
Or at least just have it out on deck so you guys can see what, remind yourselves of how that hard work paid off.
Mm-hmm. That'd be awesome.
Well, speaking of hard work, it must have just been really exciting to know that after all the work you put in this season, you guys not only got third place team-wise, but you won three of the 5 relays. I mean, just a big accomplishment for you guys. I want to start with that 200 free relay. Now, I'm going to be honest and say I didn't pick Tennessee to win that, so I'm going to apologize right off the bat. But what was the talk before the race between the 4 of you about how you guys were going to execute that relay?
Well, we didn't really talk a whole lot about it. We just all warmed up and then got together and were like, you know what, we're just going to go out, have fun, and just do our absolute best. And we actually, Matt came up to us and he's like, how about we just go win this thing? We're like, yeah, and then we just got all riled up. And then we've just been practicing our relay exchanges because we figured that was going to be our order for a while, and just trusted each other and went for it.
And it was the first event of the meet, so, and it was your first NCAA championship, so what's going through your mind when you're hearing the crowd cheering and knowing that this is my first NCAA final race?
I was just kind of in shock because, well, not really in shock, but I was just really excited and just ready to swim because having the crowd cheering so loud, it was kind of like SEC's. I just remember standing up on the block being like, this is so awesome, I can't wait to race, and just swimming my heart out, so it was fun.
And then to win the 200 medley relay and the 400 medley relay, you talked about the fact that you guys have been working on relay exchanges, but kind of give us an idea of how much focus the team was putting on relays all season.
I wouldn't say that we were really focusing on them too much, I guess. Other than working on relay exchanges, we never really, worked together with the different strokes. So, it was just a lot of preparation with ourselves, but also just as a team, we're always together anyway. So I guess that prepared us for the relays.
And then individually, you had a great meet, got third in the 50 freestyle. And, after SECs, everybody was saying that you would be a contender, especially since you broke 22 seconds. But did you believe that in your freshman year, you would be under 22 seconds, not only once, but twice?
coming into the year, I wasn't so sure because my senior year wasn't the best I had hoped for because I didn't even reach my time coming, like, from my junior year coming into college. But once I got here, I knew I could do it because everyone is so encouraging and supportive and always positive. And, like, even the times where I thought I was injured or just, like, in a lot of pain and couldn't really swim practice fully, like, the coaches were always still behind me and working with me to make me better when I couldn't even do exactly what the set was supposed to be. So,
well, that you swam that 50 free out in lane 1, and that lane seemed to be having a lot of magic out of it. I mean, Laura Sogar won the 200 breast out of there. A couple of other great swims happened there. And then on the men's side, we had a few exciting races out of lane 1. I kind of think there was either a current or just something great going on in that lane. I mean, did you kind of feel something special going on in that race?
No, not really. I had been warming up properly, and I felt great before I swam, and I knew exactly how I had to take it out and everything, and I just went for it, had some fun, didn't pay attention to what was around me, and just swam my own race.
Well, it helps to be in the outside lane so you don't have to worry about what everybody else is doing.
That's true.
Now, your 100 free wasn't as good as your 50, so what is it going to take to get your 100 up to the same level as your 50?
Just a lot of focus during our practices and, like, maintaining my stroke and stuff, because I know that with the training that I have here, I can have a good 100. It's just getting to the point where I'm training constantly for that, and I feel great about my event and confident in it.
When you were recruited by Matt Credage, was there any indication at the time that Tennessee was going to become a merge program?
No, not at all. So when I officially committed, it was to be just a lady ball. And honestly, when I first got here, I was a little skeptical about it being a combined program because I've never really swam with really fast guys before. So that was a little intimidating, but actually I love it.
What do you like about it now?
I really like how supportive the guys are to the girls, because before I've heard stories about how, like, the balls would just ignore the lady balls, but now we really work really well together as one team, and it's great to race them in tough practices and everything.
Has there ever been a moment where you've gone head-to-head with one of the guys and been able to beat them?
There's been a couple times. Just it wasn't swimming. It was off of diving glides. Like, to the 15, we would occasionally time those, and I could beat some of the guys then, but that was it.
Well, that's a confidence booster if there's anything to take away from that.
Yeah.
So I know you're just a freshman, but is there any indication of what kind of degree plan you're going to be focusing on?
Right now I'm a kinesiology major.
Okay. And what kind of focus do you think you want to put in terms of maybe a career path?
I might do physical therapy. I'm not 100% sure, though. Maybe athletic training. I don't know. Probably something with sports, though.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you're just a freshman, so you got plenty of time to just, enjoy the college experience, and then you can start to get really serious about where you want to head towards your degree. Mm-hmm. So are you going to be staying in Knoxville this summer, or are you going to go home to North Carolina?
I'm going home to North Carolina. I live in High Point, but I'm going to train in Charlotte with Swim Mac and Dave Marsh over the summer with Team Elite. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Well, that'll be good, and you'll definitely you'll have a lot of 50 freestylers come out. Great 50 freestylers will come out of that program. So you can just kind of feel the vibe, and I think that'll be a good portion of your success this summer.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well, good, Faith. Congratulations again on not just your individual success, but the team trophy. Before we go, I was hoping maybe you can kind of get the camera over to show us that team trophy on Matt's desk.
It's right up there. Oh, wait, and the little one is beside it.
Okay. So. Well, yeah, I think it needs to go out on deck every once in a while just to give you guys some motivation.
Yeah. It might.
All right. So, Faith, thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you this summer.
Okay, thanks.
All right. So that was Tennessee freshman Faith Johnson joining us in the Finis Monitor, and that will do it for today's edition of the Morning Swim Show. Be sure to stay with swimmingworld.com all weekend for the latest swimming news. I'm Jeff Cummings. Thanks for watching.